Good morning, student. Once again, I am Alok Brave. Have brought a chapter second video. Today we will study about the industries problem, industry development, and role of industries in India. So, I am from Ambuja Public School. You all know once again. So, this video is especially based on the industrial development of the country. What type of industrial development has taken place, what problems we have industrial sector has faced in India, right? uh, so pattern of industrial development, topic second is there after independence. Topic 3 is related to the problems of industrial sector. So my dear student, so today we are going to study about the first topic, that is about the industrial sector role in what type of role industrial sector is playing in India. What type of role industrial sector is playing in India? So my dear student, so in this category we are going to study the first point, that is demand fulfillment. Demand fulfillment, which is our first point, right? So my dear student, this point is related with development of industries, based development of industries which fulfill demands and needs of the people of the country. These industries are maybe consumer based. These industries may be consumer based or maybe capital good industries, but these industries are fulfilling the requirement of the people of the country, right? Industrial sector helped Indian people to satisfy their demand, which arises due to increasing population, right? So my dear student, this is the first point related with the demand fulfillment, right? See, it helps to meet the demand of increasing demand of the people of the country. So my dear student, when the population rises, the demand of the people of the country increases. The population of the India rises at very brisk rate, and as a result demand have to be fulfilled by the industrial sector in India, and it has been done by the Indian industries. The second point is employment. This is very important point, employment. Under this category, industries have provided demand. Industries also not only fulfill demand of the Indian people, but also help to provide employment, right? Employment to various type of people. So my dear student, industrial sector plays important role in providing employment to the people of the country. A factory can provide thousands of worker employment, right? If it is established at large scale, right? It is doing business at large scale, then it can provide employment to thousands of people. Like it can provide employment to transportation section, it can provide income to communication sector, it can provide income to agriculturists, it can provide, right, you can say educated youth employment and uneducated people also. So this is, from this point of view, this sector is very important, because when an industry plant in a small area, that it provides thousands of people employment, right? Because we can work day and night to provide the employment to the people of the country. These factories can work day and night, right? In all three shifts they can work, right? to provide the employment to the people of the country, right? So then next point is modernization of the industries. Industries were modernized nowadays, right? See, they are using very hi-fi technology to produce goods and services. So my dear student, that is the also very important aspect of the people. So these industries are using scientific apparatus, machineries, right? And they are able to provide employment to the manpower who are skilled, who are skilled and educated, who are skilled and educated. So this is the important point in this category, right? See, my dear student, it also help to develop roads. It also help to develop the townships, areas, right? We have various type of areas, roadways, airways, railways system, right? So it has helped in changing the infrastructure of the country. So industries are playing very important role in the Indian economy, right? The development of all these sector increases growth of the increases growth of the industries in that particular area, right? And moreover, it has helped to brought electricity in various villages and towns and cities also, right? Wherever the industrial area is developed, and around the industrial area development, my dear student, my dear student, various type of shops, shopping complex, transport, nagar also develop. So this is very important. Modernization of the country depends on industrial role. If the industries are playing good role in the industries are playing heavy role, right, in the development of country like India, then increase in export, then increases export. It also help in increasing the export of the product. It also help in increasing the export of the product. My dear student, when they will produce goods and services, it will help in production of various type of goods which can be exported, right? We can also plan to develop those industries which have been exporting goods to various countries. This help in bringing the foreign exchange in the country. When the foreign exchange will come into the country, then country's BOP will also the condition of country's BOP will also become better. My dear student, we have to. This is the also a plus point of development of industries in India, right? After independence, various industries have been developed, and now the government is promoting export industries which are bringing foreign exchange in the country. It helps in increasing the foreign exchange reserve in the country. So this is also very important from the point of view of increase in exports, right? See, from the point of view of uh, assembling, you can, sorry, I beg your pardon, for the point of view of you know accumulating foreign currency reserves, right? So as much as foreign exchange reserve we will have, the country position will become more sound in the international market. Sustained development. It also help in sustain development right? Development of industries also, my dear, helps in sustenance, sustained development, right? See, it means, right, when the industries development will take place in an economy, it, right, continuously, continuously, it will increase economic growth as well as real income, GDP, everything will be increased. So sustained development is also uh, done by the industrial sector after independence in India. So sustained development means continuously increasing number of industries in the country, which in turn increases, employment, which in turn increases employment, national income, GDP, gross domestic production, and also increases exports. So, my dear student, this is another another important role of industries in India. Then develops agriculture. It also helps in developing agriculture because various industries are making uh, industrial various industries are making agriculture product. I beg your pardon, agriculture product. These agriculture products help in production of goods and services, or increases production of crops, right? See, so these industries are also very helpful in increasing agriculture development. These industries are related with the development of tractors, tools, engines and tube wells, right, and various other type of machinery it develops. It also make fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, pesticide, insecticide, which helps in development of agriculture of the country of India, right? So my dear children, these are the 6 points which are related with the role of industries in India, role of industrial sector in India. So these 6 points are very important, right? These 6 points are very important. So, my dear student, today's next topic we will study about the pattern of industrial development since independence. Pattern of industrial development after independence. Let's see. Now, first of all, development of infrastructure. The infrastructure of the country was developed. Infrastructure of the country was developed. That is, transportation system will include transportation, communication, sewer system, colonies, right? Planning, township planning. It's all develop the infrastructure of the country, right? So, my understand industries are very important to enhance the development of the country. The pattern of development of the country is very important, right, for the country. Development of first point in this category is studying development of infrastructure, right? After independence, it was felt that industrial sector should be developed, because when industrial sector developed, then what happened, you know it also helps to develop the infrastructure of the country. When the infrastructure of the country develops, then what happens, my dear student, you know country start moving toward the path of economic growth or economic development, right? It raises, you know uh, quantity of heavy industries in the country. It raises basic industries in the country. It increases, export industries in the country, and allow, and also helpful in producing, uh, those products which we earlier importing from foreign countries. So it makes a country self-reliant. It make a country self-dependent. Hence, after independence, it was planned to develop the infrastructure, and infrastructure development can come through the development of industries. Then research and development. Research and development is also based on the development of, you know, industries. As many as industries will develop, they will they will have also research and development department in the country. When they will have research and development department in the country, my dear student, see what will happen. They will invent new inventions, new machines, new innovations will come up in the market, which has which will help in utilizing the natural resources in the most efficient way, or you can say optimum utilization of natural resources can take place. So research and development will also be emphasized when the industries in the country will increase. Increase in industries will certainly increase, you know, R&D. R&D means in every company generally we have R&D cell, right? Those countries who are making machines, right? We have R&D cells. These R&D cells are always always ready, always doing research and developing new technology, right? So that more production can be generated with the help of you know uh, less resources and less wastage of resources take place, right? This facility exists in both private and public sector. As a result, India has made compulsory most uh, made compulsory to develop research and development departments in every industries. Most of the industries of India are having research and development department. Now, expansion of public sector, right? The pattern of development of the industrial sector was totally after independence was based on development of public sector. Various type of industries were, you know, planted by Indian government till 1977, 1971, right? How many industries were planted by the Indian government? 66. 66 industries were planted by the Indian government in the public sector. These industries were producing, you know, these industries were of strategic importance, and they were producing heavy and basic goods, right? Or you can say they are basic and heavy good industries. So my dear student, it is these expansion of public sector has also led the development of industrial development. So then we have therefore in this way public sector was expanded through the industrial development after the independence. My dear student, you know, this public sector was introduced by the government of India because when the time of at the time of independence, right, the industrial sector was very poor in the country, and you know, my dear student, private sector was not able to invest such a huge amount of money which Indian government has invested in these public sector. In this public sector, I beg your pardon. So, right, see, then building up of capital good industry. Then industrial sector was developed in India to develop the capital good industries, that is to make uh, machineries, tools, because there were very few industries which were not producing, you know, heavy goods like tractors, trucks, cars, etc. Right? Then other type of heavy industries were not there, right? Only one industry was there, Tisco, Tata and Steel, Tata Iron and Steel company was there only. It was planted during the time of Britishers in 1907. But only one industry was not sufficient to meet the demand of the people of the country. Therefore, so various type of uh, capital good industries were also developed by the industries uh, industries in India. So these industries were able to produce goods. Many of them were in private sector and many of them were in public sector. 17 important industries were in public sector and rest of the industries were in private and public sector both. So building up of consumer good industry, it was also important to build the consumer good industries because after independence India want to become self-sufficient or self-reliant, right, self-dependent, because earlier the goods and capital goods were consumer goods and capital goods were coming from Great Britain, right? So this was the reason, that is why industrial sector was developed after independence. My dear student, the development of these two industries created, you know, created among the people sense that country is becoming self-reliant, self-dependent, because our most of the money were going in importing goods and services of machinery, technology, consumer product, etc. But after independence, we try to patch up this gap by developing these industry in our own country. So this is the pattern. So development of infrastructure we have introduced, research and development, right? Expansion of public sector, building up of capital good industries, building up of consumer good industries, right? Then in the last topic we will discuss about the problems of industrial sector. The what type of problem faced by the industrial sector. My dear student, the third topic is regarding the problem of industrial sector. So my dear student, there are various type of problem faced by these industries. Number first, regional imbalances, right? These industries are facing some problem, right? That is, the first is regional imbalance. A well-planned economic and industrial development, a well-planned economic and industrial development requires in the country to remove the regional imbalances, because some areas are well developed and some areas are not developed. So all the areas should be equally developed in the country. When all the areas of the country are equally developed, then we can say we are becoming we are we have achieved the status of modernized country, or you can say advanced country. But in India, only agriculture sector was developed, and my dear student, other sector were underdeveloped. So this was the problem which was creating imbalances. All the three sectors should be developed and all the regions of the country should be developed equally. Some are more developed and some are less developed. That was another problem. So, my dear student, all the regions of the country are not equally developed. Some regions are well developed and the villages, towns and cities, some are not developed and some are very well developed. So the development of industrial sector created regional imbalances. So we have to remove the regional imbalances, right? This is the most important thing in the development of agriculture, in the development of industry, right? See, some areas are well developed and where most of the industries are planted, like Bombay, Nasik, Calcutta, you can say Kanpur, you can say Haryana, it is industrial town, right? See, now Karnal, Panipat, Yamunanagar, industrial town we have. So Delhi also, you can say Gurgaon also, right? So these places and these cities and the cities exist there are also well developed. Then second thing is sector imbalances, right? It was found that there was imbalance in the development of the all three sector. One sector is developed very fast, right? Other sector is not developed. So my dear student, there was sectoral imbalance was found. The tertiary sector is developing very fast, right? Earlier it was agriculture sector which was developed, which was developed, right? See, my dear student, this was the another problem of the industrial sector, right? This problem can be sorted out by developing all the three sectors equally: agriculture sector, industrial sector, and my dear, tertiary sector. Nowadays, in the era, nowadays, tertiary sector is well developed. After that, agriculture sector and industrial sector is still way behind, right? So this is the another problem of the industrial sector. We have to stress more and more on the development of industries in the country, and when the more and more industries will develop in the country, it will also develop infrastructure, it will also solve the problem of employment. So various type of problem will be solved by the removing the sector imbalances. Then industrial sickness. The other problem is that there is an industrial sickness problem as arising. Most of the government companies of the government are industrially sick. Most of the companies of industrial governments are most of the companies of Indian government are sick. I beg your pardon, my dear student. So why these are sick? Because they have old machines, they are following the labor intensive technology, and they have overstaff, and most of and some and 27% or you can say 30% staff is coming through the reservation. They are getting the job for which they do not deserve. This is another problem in the industrial sector of public sector side. That is why these industries are becoming sick. They don't know how to use machinery, tools, and moreover the government workers are inefficient. They do not like to work there. So this is the another problem in India. So my dear student, you find the sickness of the industry, right? And they fail to produce goods at very low cost of production. That is the another problem. Reason is they are using outdated technology, and they don't have money to purchase the latest technology from other countries, right? So these industries requires reconstruction through SICA, Sikh Industrial Companies Act 1985 was introduced to remove sickness of these countries. Remove sickness of these countries. During 5-year plans, Indian government also planted many industries. They were also became sick. Right. See. So SICA is developed to study about the nature of sickness and reasons of sickness. Right. Sick. The full form of this SICA is Sikh Industrial SICA. Sikh Industrial Companies Act 1985. It has been brought by the Indian government. The next point is related with the poor performance of public sector. the performance of the public sector was very, very poor. Right. Why the poor performance arises of public sector? You know, the reason behind is that the workers appointed by the public government of India were failed to complete their tasks, and they used to remain absent from the work. They used to involve in trade unionism. They used to involve in stealing, theft, and regular absenteeism was there. This was the cause of poor performance of public sector. Major cause of poor performance of public sector. Right. See, this is the problem related related to management of these companies. The management of these companies were not able to execute on proper time decisions. So that is the another cause of poor performance of public sector. To take every decision, they have to ask parliament or ministers, right? Because they were not independent. They were not independently working. They were working under the control of the government. This was another reason. Then employment. Industrial sector was failed to provide employment, right? The reason is very simple. This is because of not selecting right technology production. The main difference were small and cottage industries, as accepted that development of these industries will increase employment in the country. But these industries, after the introduction of LPG policies, started vanishing because they were not good enough to compete with the foreign multinational companies or big industries, right? Then various economic reforms has also, vanished these industries. These industries were major tool of providing the employment to the people of the country. Employment in the, big industries or MNCs is growth is very less in big industries, and in MNCs is very less. Growth of employment is very less in these industries, large industries, because they mostly follow the capital intensive technique, not labor intensive technique. Only the way was to increase the employment was those industries, introducing those industries which are small scale and cottage based, because these industries follows the system of labor intensive technique. Otherwise all the big industries follows the capital intensive system. The last point was finance problem related with finance problem or credit facilities, right? These industries are not getting credit facilities at proper time. You know, so they should be provided finance facilities through the nationalized bank, through the uh, industrial reconstruction bank, my dear, then IDBI, then other insurance companies, bank, nationalized bank and cooperative societies can provide them loan. And even under the government scheme, government can provide them loan so that they can work more efficiently, more efficiently, and the problem of their finance thus will be over, right? But government has to take step, right? Government has to create a special fund to finance these industries. So thank you, my dear student. Once again, I'm Alok Brave. Tomorrow I will bring another video for you. Till then, goodbye to all of you.